Hello, my lovely Virgo. How are you, loves? I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to one of our special readings. As you now love, special readings are timeless and also they are reading requested by you, loves. And in this reading, we are looking of your future self advice and messages. The most important messages that your future self gives to you right now. Also, these are channel messages with the help of the tarot. So let's begin. And of course, for the purpose of, as we are in May 2023, we'll post for this month, but no, whatever you are coming or whatever you feel that you have been drawn to this video or these messages, that's the time when you need to see and hear these messages. So what are those important messages, important advices from your future self? For some of you, it could be quite an eye-opening, certain readings, or even this one. Don't hesitate to give it a like, give it some love, subscribe to the channel, or even comment below. Let us know how this reflects or how this speaks to you, loves. An overarching energy, we have King of Wands, Ten of Cups, Four of Cups, Ten of Swords, Fool, and Chariot. So it seems here there is a Virgo here, as your future self tells you. At one point in this life or in your life, you will change everything. You will change where you live, you will change who you are, you will change even whatever you thought is there for you. Totally. And also I'm hearing here that your happiness is next to you. Actually, it's inside you, not in someone or something. And also, nobody is responsible for your own happiness but you. Many of you Virgos, you kind of see your happiness in others or in whatever you do for others or whatever someone provides to you. But I see here, as the future self is telling you, at one point you will be so tired of people pleasing or doing so much, then that point it will feel like, going through a dark night of a soul or a dark night for you. Then you will move and you will enjoy life in a very simple way, the way you always want, the way you always feel like it's for you, the always you feel like is yourself. It's kind of like when you will have this pivotal moment in your life or this crossroads, it's like you will leave a life behind it's kind of like that was not written for by me, by them, or that was their life or the way they want to live their life, not me. And your future self really tells you, don't be too hard on yourself. And don't have big expectations from others. That will disappoint you many times. As well, there are certain things here that you take it too close to your heart or too seriously when you don't need at all to take them. So yes, make the difference between taking a little deeper, a little, to the surface. Also, your future self is telling you never settle for less than what you deserve. As an advice, many times certain things might look in a certain way, and you don't want to go further, but then you realize that that was one of the best energies ever. So always take in consideration whatever is coming to you. Many times we are saying, no, I don't need this. Why this is coming to me? It's like I didn't ask for it. Well, you did or you did not. It's worth to take a look. A book cannot be judged by the cover. Sometimes certain things looks like you know them, but you have no idea about them. So worth to take a peek. So take a peek, loves, whatever it is. Let's clarify really quick here. Look at here, 8 of Swords. Also, what I'm hearing about your happiness, never ever feel that you can't have something or someone. Either it's too much or too big. If it's coming to you, it's meant for you. Oh, no, that person is not for me. They are this way, they are that way. How do you know if you don't have an idea who they are and why they are coming? So keep in mind that, loves. The 10 of Swords. Clarify, please. Hermit. So every time when something comes to you, don't say no right away. On the contrary, look a little deeper. Because the great treasure is underneath. And you might not see it quickly. And if you don't look it, you might end up to regret it. Why I didn't look? Why I didn't pay attention? So pay attention, loves. The 4 of Cups here. 2 of Wands. We all have a choice. But now when something here comes, it's because the universe sends it to you, for you, and not for anyone else. Sometimes we think whatever comes to us might look like whatever you've been or you had before. And sometimes could be, but not always. That's why it's worth to take a peek. One more card here. Again, it's like the Emperor. I know, I know better, and so and so. You never know. Because I definitely see here, as your future self is telling you, you have great opportunities. And sometimes you might miss them not looking or not even let to coming in. So it's worth to take a look. The Fool. 8 of Wands. Allow the flow to come in, because it will be quite sweet. For those Virgos who who kind of like you might change, as your future self is telling you. You might change your life. Or for those of you who will go through a major change, because many of you, it's kind of like the first part of your life you will live in a very earthly energy or very traditional way. The second part of your life you might live in a free will way, or in a way that it's kind of like 180 degrees different than you used to live. A lot of travel. For those of you who feel introverted for most of your life, or very conservatory, let's say that, the next part, or when the moment happens, you will live in a very free will energy, but also not introverted but extroverted one. It's like you will switch on the other side. It's kind of you will live the moment. As your future self is telling me here, the Virgo I'm speaking is kind of like the first part of your life being tough, or some of you made it tough, and at one point in life you will just kind of like live the moment, live the day, and then you will realize what makes you truly happy in this life. Who makes you truly happy? It's like I'm speaking here with someone who wanted family, or had family, or loved to be settled down. And the second part is just kind of a very much, I get my bag in my back and I'm out. Get my car or get my ride, get my airplane, and I'm going to see places. And many people will not recognize you or feel like that's not the Virgo we know. And yes, it is not. There's also here a future self that tells you, Virgo, many of you, especially for those of you who are changing big time, or it's like a switch here from one side to another, you could travel, or you will be very much in a mobile life, or living a mobile life. That's when you will make a very beautiful life. Also, for some of you, might have a business. Could be travel business, could be cars. It's something here mobile. You could work from around the world or wherever you go. And that will feel very happy, because even though you might not have much with you, you will have at the same time everything with you. So whatever that speaks to you, loves. One last message, one last advice here for you. Hangman. As you know, Hangman, it's looking very differently at life, or needs to see differently at life. Also, the Hangman really speaks of when you will feel stuck. At one point in life, you will feel stuck. And that time you will realize what you want to sacrifice for and what you don't. For whom to sacrifice and for whom not. Page of Swords. And then it's kind of starting the life to learn more about it. It's kind of whatever I thought I know, I don't know at all. 10 of Wands. For some of you might feel like you've been blinded. You've been blinded. And indeed here it's kind of like, I see minimal life in a lavish way. You know, the most riches or the most wealthy people, they are the most simple people. So I feel here there is a Virgo that will look pretty small at the first view, but they will have so much that they will not have the worry for tomorrow. If I want to travel in Australia, I'll go there. If tomorrow I want to dine with Warren Buffett, I will dine. If tomorrow I want to go to the Black Sea, I'm gonna go there. And so on. It's kind of definitely here a whole new life. Very different. Very different. So definitely here your future self, it's bringing quite a lot, loves. The advice from my Denise Lynn, the Sacred Traveler, we have answering the call. The time is now. And crossing bridges. So will come a time when you have a door to walk through. That's the time when you definitely gotta say, okay, let's do it. Don't think too much. Because that will be the time when that door will open. Some people live the same life because that's what they learn. They will stay in this phase. But many, many Virgos will go in a whole different version of themselves. And that will be big. That will be big. The healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. The healing is just kind of yourself. Healing the past things. Healing your inner self. Your deep down inside self. It's like also I'm seeing here as the future self. There is a Virgo who mature ahead of their time. You know, some of you may be the head of the family, or I was the one responsible, or I was the one who, you know, married young. But it's kind of at the end is not feeling like. So definitely here the releasing the old patterns, it's kind of like making peace with myself. So yes, loves, that's what I have for you, and that is what your future self brings to you at this time. Blessings, loves. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this speaks to you. If it does, let us know, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.